Hear ye, hear ye. It's week 11. And some people are just wondering, listen, what's the show going to look like without Davis? He's the glue. And so I guess the question today is, how sticky is Davis's glue when it comes to the Swolecast? And that's what we're going to figure out on the show. It's a first look show. It's a Swolecast presented by Splash Sports.
Are you Davis Maddox from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand content.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.
Just live a little, guys.
All right, welcome in. David Kitchen alongside David. What if we just cut you out? Alongside Dan Gasper, Mr. 05, and Peter Overzet. No Davis right now. No news either. No news. He let us know about 15 minutes before the show started. Hey, not going to be on. Not going to be on the show. Sorry. So we're doing this. We're doing this without him, and that's okay. Pete, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. It does make me think back. I still will never forget CSU Ram tapping into a Club Top Shot episode from the literal hospital. Nothing will ever top that moment. And it really brings into question everyone else's commitment to their work and their content.
We talked a little bit about if you're a Swoley member, you can go back to Friday's show because we talked a little bit about how he thought he would be like in the labor and delivery room, just how things would go for him. So I'm excited for him. I hope that it happens today because hell hath no fury like an overdue pregnant woman's scorn. So let's get that. Dan, did you send him any sort of tips?
I've not.
Other than stand at the head of the bed?
No, I didn't know if you're talking about like during labor or try to induce,
like how to get the baby out. Yeah, no one's ever saying that.
Yeah, you can walk around, try to pound it out, stuff like that. The delivery stuff.
You're just so nonchalant with that comment.
That's actually why Davis isn't here. He said they were going to try to pound it out. So good luck.
You gotta take one for the team if you do that. But yeah. No, I mean, I mostly just stood at the head of the bed.
Yeah.
Man, the placenta that gets me every time. That thing is just absolutely disgusting. But yeah, no, I mainly it depends who's allowed in the room, right? And because we did have a COVID baby. And we weren't allowed as many people with that one.
Yeah. You don't have to
otherwise her wife and mom.
Everyone knows you have a baby once a year, so it's just kind of understood that one was during the COVID times.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting like a little sentimental because he's 2 years old now and he's like starting to talk, and it's like, man, this is the last one.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Yeah, that's whenever I look at just all the pictures and videos of. Because I'm the videographer of the family, so it's all, and now the girls, they always want to look at pictures and videos of when they were kids, and when they start to get like in middle school, you just sometimes you just forget like how sweet they once were, So I'm excited for Davis though. His whole worldview is about to just change. Things are going to come into perspective for that.
You know what though? We all know Davis, and Davis is going to pretend like stuff hasn't changed.
Yeah.
He's going to just business you. No, just like, still working on my thumbnails. Like, no, it's going good. Yeah.
How much did you guys have to help with the babies at like night?
I helped a lot.
I did, especially during the early FI days.
Yeah.
I lucked out there. I mean, I bet way back in the day for the first ones, I was still working at, UPS. So I was getting up at like 3, 4 a.m. just to get that health insurance, that UPS health insurance. So that got me off
I remember
the hook of like having to wake up in the middle of the night and feed, since I had to get up so early.
I sent Davis a $10 super chat on one of the Sunday morning streams, maybe this last, and because I said the word Marconium, and he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "All right, $10 if you read this on air and figure it out." And he did. So fella has no clue what's coming to him. We're wishing him the best of luck. We're moving on though into this week 11 first look slate. Tuttle in the chat goes, "Hey guys, I know Davis is going to be out, but don't worry. I'm stepping it up." And so,
bad news. Right before this, I was looking at UMass quarterback share and have not looked at the NFL slate one.
Tuttle actually put the gif of Greg Jennings from the video game and said, "I'm putting the motherfucking show on my back, dog." And we're like, "Whoa, he's coming in with some intense energy today."
You got it. All right. We have to get into what makes this just such a incredible slate. I'm sure you guys have already looked at some of these prices on these guys. But before we do, we have to set the table with Mr. Overzet's overview. Bad news, I don't have the Overzet's overview clip. So do you want me just to play the Swolecast intro again?
Well, I think you would actually kind of hum the whole thing.
David, you have to do the
Swolecast. Oh no, the Overzet's. Got that dog in him. What? Got that dog in him. Overzet's.
And then I'm kind of behind the scenes. Normally you can't see me, but I'm over here like, let's go.
Overzet's overview.
And then I normally am like clearing my throat over here, like wiping my nose.
Turn your back.
And then it takes you guys about 5 seconds to get me full screen here.
Yeah, maybe even more. Maybe even more than that.
Yeah, this is comedians always like to have an opener to get the crowd loose, get the crowd warm, and this is what I get to deal with. No, not full. I got to be able to see.
I can't. I don't.
Kitchen. I'm going to tell you how to do this.
We got it. We got it.
We're good to go.
Kitchen. Go back to what you did with you.
Yeah.
There, where you were the big. Now slide my video box over yours, and it will replace them. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
People said this show would fall apart without Davis on the ones and twos. All right. So yeah, Davis isn't here today, and I know we're talking about the baby, but it's actually not because of that. The St. Louis chapter of Dodgers fans is actually hosting their World Series parade today. Davis was not going to miss that. So, yeah, very cool experience for Davis down there with all those St. Louis Dodgers fans.
Yeah.
But with Davis out,
Davis told us that he hopes that bit does not die. He said, I really hope this bit does not die.
If Davis would have just like shrugged off how much that bit, like I literally would have done one joke.
It was such a small thing, and he ejected so hard to it.
I know. You can call Davis out on everything, but not his fandom. Okay. But maybe blessing in disguise with Davis out, I could see us here at the Swolecast hitting 10K subs, and that's not a shot at Davis. It's just people won't get blocked for however long he's out, which should help boost our numbers, guys.
I almost said that this is a free speech arena right now. You come in here.
You got to be careful there.
No, you want I mean, obviously we're not going to support any sort of like racist or misogynist stuff in here. But if you have any sort of critical feedback for Pete or Tuttle, feel free to say it. And I might even put it on the screen. There you go.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll, see what it feels like to block someone in the Swolecast chat. That sounds fun. The standoff between ESPN and YouTube is still going on. But after seeing the score from last night's game, I think they should make it harder to watch the NFL. It should be like mining Bitcoin and require complex computational work just to access how awful the product is outside of Red Zone. But we're very thankful for football around here. It's why we all get to make a living. I did get a $20 credit from YouTube TV. Did you get that, Kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said it would be applied to my next bill, and I said, no. I'll be using that on 2 extra bullets in the Week 11 Swolecast Tiers contest sponsored by Splash Sports. Use promo code SWOLE.
Yes.
I also asked YouTube TV to send it to me as a giant check, $20 check. Donald Trump got viciously booed at the Commanders game on Sunday. I thought it was pretty disrespectful, to be honest. I mean, the Washington defense gave up 44 points, and Trump's the bad guy. Kitchen, did the group chat go wild with Trump in the booth?
No, they didn't. They're the group chat is cooled down a little bit. Like even them, they're like, okay, 50-year mortgages, let's like 15-year car loans, let's pump the brakes a little bit. So
okay.
They definitely set the Amon-Ra St. Brown gif, though.
Yeah.
The Trump dance, yeah.
Did you see that, Kitchen?
No, I didn't.
Amon-Ra did the Trump dance after he scored.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah. In other news, Mina Kimes is in hot water for shilling some scammy solitaire game from a company called Papaya Gaming. Apparently, that parent company, Papaya, has been defrauding its customers. They were like putting paying customers into rooms with bots so they couldn't win. And Davis actually commented on it in our private chat. He said he thought it was disgusting. He said it was a rare miss from Mina. And if anyone has a contact at Papaya to let him know. Davis Maddock YouTube, sponsored by Papaya.
People don't know Davis used to be employed by that mafia guy, or no, the guy that killed the drug dealer or something.
We talked about this on the Swoley show.
Yes.
Davis's former boss is let's just say he's in a little bit of hot water. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to say
technically my former boss when I was at Line Movement as well.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that chapter for you.
I forgot the chapter too because I didn't get paid a penny.
I don't even know what Line Movement is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Anyways, Brian Daboll got fired.
Careful of what you say
about Brian Daboll or Line Movement.
No. Yeah, any sort of negative stuff.
I'm not worried about that. But yeah, Brian Daboll got fired. I think because Jackson Dart doesn't know how to slide was basically what I was able to deduce from that. And it's sad. The creatine Caucasians just keep dropping one by one in New York. We do have a handful of decent games this weekend with totals over 48. Bears, Vikings, Bengals, Steelers, Bucks, Bills, Seahawks, Rams, and Niners, Cardinals. There is, of course, the Denver and Chiefs game. And I think in Davis's honor today, guys, we should put in Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice without Patrick Mahomes because we know it will still sit really well. Back to you, Dave.
Yeah, it has to sim well because that's how it is. Even though Xavier Worthy hasn't been good at all this year. Yeah, it is sad. Hey, what did you think about the Joe Burrow thing, Pete?
That he might come back like week 13,
like week 14. Is he saving any bags for you?
Probably not. I assume it's like, is this just kind of like a rah thing for the team where they're like, maybe our defense will play better if we know Joe Flacco might come back? Because there's no point. There's no way they're making.
They're only 2 games back,
right?
But this is why those 2 like meltdowns were awful.
Oh yeah, and I mean they have like a historically bad defense, so I just don't know how they think this. It's just like ice up, Joe. Right? We'll see you next year.
Yeah. Oh, Pete, you're sharing your screen right now.
I know. I saw it on the screen.
Okay, I just didn't want you.
Were you worried?
Yeah, I didn't want you to do anything dicey.
Merconium.
No, don't. I was on a meeting one time at a former employer, and one of the people were screen sharing, and they forgot that they were screen sharing, and so they kept on, and no one told this person for like 5 minutes that they were screen sharing.
They surf in the net.
And they're like on some like sensitive documents, and everyone's just trying to like zoom in to see exactly how much people were getting paid. So, and then after 5 minutes, someone was like, "Hey, you're still screen sharing," and they're like, "Oh." So yeah, that was fun. All right. Again, reminder, promo code Swoley. If you deposit on Splash Sports, if you want to join us on Splash Sports, we did really well.
Jeez,
AI, man. AI.
Now I know the Tesla buy. The Tesla makes sense.
I'm actually, can you send me just a screenshot of that so I can take it to JJ or my next overview?
Things must be going well over there. I was reading a newsletter today from JJ where he just has free time to play Roller Coaster Tycoon in his free time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how he like unwinds, you know. But I love, like, when I read that, I was like, that's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. Because I used to love SimCity and Roller Coaster Tycoon, anything that was like that. SimCity, when those natural disasters hit, those were bad. But going back to the tiers contest,
yeah,
I think I placed dead last.
Really?
In last week's contest. I don't know. I'm like at the bottom.
Okay.
So shout out to everyone that entered. We did lower the tiers entry price to $10. And yeah, I might have been dead last.
I am gonna keep scrolling. Oh,
469.
469 there, Dave. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
D-Mac,
I mean,
Drake May,
Garrett Wilson to 0.
Yeah.
I thought I had a chance to ship because I was going into Monday night here and I was in like 12th place with a Jordan Love team. And I'm like, all I need is like, I don't know, 20 points, like an average game from him. Just does absolute jack shit. 8.84 points. And Tate luckily didn't win.
Yeah, bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Some were calling him bridesmaid beta Tate 81. That's what some people are calling him, not me though.
Yeah, I am. I put in 10 entries last week. I'm going the full 16 this week. I need a first place in the tiers contest on my fantasy football resume, and I'm going for it, man.
We're the Sheboygan Sultans. That's a Wisconsin shout out there.
I'm officially out of the touchdown.
Me too.
And the team survivor. Thank you, Buffalo Bills and James Cook, for that. So shout out to both of you for removing me from any sort of
James Cook
as well. Yeah.
Is that who you had?
Yeah. And the Bills for the team survivor. So tough scenes. Yeah. Those contests are increasingly shrinking. We'll have another one up here soon. What's the OG tiers? Is that still running? The OG survivor, touchdown survivor?
That's a good question. Let me see here. Where is original survivor? Swolecast TD survivor.
There's two.
Yeah, two left. Okay.
Wow.
We're in a head-to-head showdown with Donkey and Mostrovs. They both went Gibbs. They had saved CMC and Gibbs here. They're just starting to get into their heavy hitters. They both use Taylor. Heading into week 11, though, they're going to have to start to get a little creative here.
Well, that's fun. Good for them. It's been a while since I've been in that contest, but
what's first place take in that one?
Let's see.
12,000.
Yeah.
That is, nice.
Dude, I will just say, like, if I were those two, here's the thing. Would you be looking for that chop? Hand
oh yeah. Yeah, and if y'all don't know each other, hit us up and we'll connect you.
Or what I would do, chop 5K, play for 2K kind of thing.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Tuttle, what would you do as the big turning guy here? How would you handle this?
Yeah, that's chop for sure. Easy chop. I don't know. I don't know if you'd be able to go through and see like what players they have left, and you could also kind of determine it that way. If somebody's set up a little better than the other guy.
It looks like they've used pretty much the same players.
It looks like Mostrovs has Achane still left, which is a good one.
Bottom has Barkley left too, it looks like, right?
Top has Cook. Oh, no, they used Cook week 1. Yeah, you're right. Bottom has Barkley left. It is crazy how brutal this contest is because even our second chance survivor is down to 12 entries.
Yeah.
It is a very, very hard contest.
It's fun. It's fun unless you have the Bills and you're just like waiting for them to come back and win like they always do, and just realizing maybe it's not the Bills' year this year.
I got a little cute. I went Colts, and so Sunday morning, I'm like, it is tied.
That
is not looking good. So I got bailed out there. Let's see. For the week 11, you have Dolphins at home versus Commanders. I do not trust that. Bills versus Bucks. I don't trust that. Texans on the road versus the Titans. I don't even know if I trust that. What is the slam dunk here? Steelers versus Bengals. Divisional stuff can always be wonky.
Yeah.
Falcons.
I wouldn't trust Steelers.
Yeah.
Maybe Chiefs.
Yeah, you're one of the top ones. I forget what the matchups were, but it's one of the first few you mentioned.
You think
Ravens
Bills
over Browns might be it.
Ravens over Browns is probably good, right? There's no way the Ravens are losing that game.
Or Cowboys over Raiders.
I will say trusting the Cowboys on Monday Night Football on the road feels like an absolute miserable sweat. I'm gonna put in Ravens for now, and we'll readjust if
have you forgotten any weeks to re-update your original? Okay.
They actually send you multiple emails of like your contest is still. So if you miss out, it's on you. It's like you just blatantly disregarded the contest.
I know we're going to build tiers later, Kitchen. Do we have the link in the chat, or should I drop that in right now for people?
There should be a QR code right in the lower right screen. But no, we'll put that in the chat.
And I believe StreamYard has now allowed. They used to make it to where you couldn't comment in the chat unless you were, but I believe they allow me now. There we go. Boom. In the chat, there's the link to the week 11 tiers. Join us in there.
All right. Let's move on to this slate. Shout out to all the Travion Henderson bag holders. Last week, it did come to fruition. We'll talk about that. Also, I called the Kyle Williams shots last week. So he got there. He definitely got there.
I completely forgot. We shat on that one, didn't we?
Yeah. And but it happened like pretty early on in the game, and I actually entered him, the Kyle Williams team. My cash team was really good, but I was like, no, for this one is like 150 or whatever it was.
Well, Kitchen, we heard the backstory to your cash game team on the Shipcast on Sunday.
What was it?
That you are now back in the secret chat and just got to copy and paste the secret chat.
No, I'm not. I did get an invite to the secret chat, but Tuttle confirm I'm not in the secret chat anymore. Or still.
All right, Then Davis was full of lies because he said you got back in and then you stole the secret chat.
No. Is that out there? Because I haven't even downloaded Slack yet to re-enter.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Kitchen. I don't monitor that one posted.
Unreal. They saw my amazing cash team and they're like, it had to have been a copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like 90% on cash games this year. But for that going back to the Kyle Williams thing, it's that classic thing of when he hit in the first quarter, I was like, oh, this is going to be such a great moment on the Swolecast when I just rub it in their faces. And then he didn't catch another pass. It's just like one catch for 74 yards in that touchdown, but that's all we needed, I guess. Could have been worse. Okay. All right. Maddox as well, so you duped him. Yeah, right. Maddox duped me. So let's go on to quarterbacks for this slate. Pete, we'll start with you because his quarterback knowledge so far is UMass quarterbacks.
AJ Harrison, baby. Let's go.
As this is the premier first look show, I will give you some of my first look thoughts here. One thing I will say is do not fall for Brock Purdy being close to coming back. I think at this point we know that's never going to happen. So you can entertain Mac Jones at 5,300 here. I mean, the two high end guys, Josh Allen, 7K versus Tampa. And then, of course, Lamar versus the Browns. I do think probably the best cost-adjusted play is probably Justin Herbert, right, at 6,300. I know the offensive line is banged up, but the Jags are just atrocious, and Herbert has has been good. I don't know if Tuttle, do you think there's a play that will be more popular from a value standpoint?
Let me scroll down, see if we have any cheapos. No, you're probably right.
Like, are people going to trust the McCarthy thing? He is still cheap at 5,200 versus Chicago, but it's been rough.
Last week was.
I don't know. That's a really good matchup, right? At home.
Yeah,
I could see that. I like that. He's good. He's so good for fantasy on occasion, but talk to me about the Bo Nix hate that I've been seeing. Like, he sucks, right? Like, he's not a good real life quarterback.
Yeah, he's bad.
He's
bad in, like, versus the Chiefs too. Feels like a pretty brutal spot for Bo Nix. He kind of has that front runner stuff, right? Where, like, in the easy matchups he gets rolling, but doesn't rise to the occasion when it's tough.
Yeah,
the game
we got people touting Flacco against the Steelers.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
the game that I can't believe we're even, like, saying this, but the game that will be fun is this Sam Darnold versus Stafford game.
Yeah,
like, I think it was 11. JJ put it in the data dump that the Seahawks dropped back 11 times.
Yeah.
Darnold had, like, got out of hand
points
so
in
quick.
A blowout victory. Yeah,
in the entire game. I mean, that's they haven't really had a chance the past few weeks to really, like, stretch their wings and fly. So having this be a shootout would be really fun there in the Dome.
Yeah, Stafford at 6,600. It's definitely getting up there. Darnold, though, at 5,700 looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
What was the route tree last week or who was out there for Seattle last week? They did have cutback, right?
They had cutback. He scored. Shaheed, they were working in. I don't think he played a ton, and then Horton was out.
Yeah, is Horton gonna leapfrog those? Is Horton gonna? What do we expect to share for, like, Horton and Shaheed?
I fully expect Shaheed to kind of be that guy. I mean, so first game he ran 62% of the routes, had a 13% target share. Cup was at 69%. I think you're basically looking for does Horton kind of push Cup out of the picture is really the question. I don't think Shaheed's going anywhere.
Yeah, but they just kind of do different things, right? Old man Cup and the burners. We got somebody asking about a penis stack.
Wow.
Penix.
With Penix. Drake London.
Yeah, I mean, Drake London's been playing, like, if you want exposure to that, don't you just kind of play London, right?
Yeah. I was about to say, like, man, he just has been underwhelming. Penix has. I guess he got there versus New England with 37 pass attempts. Like, you just don't think he's going to have to pass that many times against Carolina.
Yeah.
All the sim stuff I run always, like, every week is Kyle Pitts. Way more Kyle Pitts than I should have. Is that, like,
really?
That's just Kyle Pitts
is
syndrome.
That gross? Can we play, like, can we do doubles there or no?
I think so. You can always use the tight end, right? And London's playing out of his mind. But I agree. I mean, if you were going to go super cheap, honestly, I'd rather play Davis Mills versus Tennessee. I mean, he was the highest scoring quarterback on the slate last week. It's pretty condensed with Schultz and Nico, and Higgins is coming on a little bit.
Again, though, he threw the ball 45 times. Like, he's not going to have to do that against. If you're playing him against Tennessee, you're just assuming that someone on Tennessee has just gone off. Either that or they've got, like, 2 defensive scores. Like, there's something out there.
That's the issue with both Tennessee and Carolina as opponents is, like, it's a good matchup, but those teams have not facilitated any shootouts this year because the way they play, they're just not getting in any barn burners.
Is Davis Mills going to start? Is that news?
That's actually a good point. I assume, if is Stroud going to be back, but Mills played so well. I wonder if they're like, hey, Stroud, take another week off against Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah. Caleb Williams, anybody? 5,900.
With the Caleb Williams against the blitz there does not seem like a fun time.
Some are saying maybe he's figured it out.
I do not.
What's the? I got to bring up, what were the targets like last week for Chicago?
Well, DJ Moore hurt his shoulder, so thanks to him, I got chopped in the late round league. Everybody's laughing at me because I didn't spend hardly anything, and someone questioned that choice, and then I end up getting chopped, and they all mocked me.
So is Moore expected to be out for a while or no?
We don't know yet.
No,
he might
have a tag on him.
It's a shoulder injury, but Luther Burden could be a thing this week.
Yeah. So Luther, like last week, it was 29% target share for Rome, 12% Olamide, 9% DJ Moore, and 9% Burden.
Once Burden finally gets snaps, is he just like, especially if Moore is out, is he just the second guy right there?
I think so, because he can do a lot of the things that Moore does. I think that'd be a pretty good replacement there. How much is Burden on this slate?
3,700.
Yeah. If Moore's out, he's going to be the monster chalk. Anytime you get, I guess this is going to poke a hole in what the theory I was just going to make. When you have like the buzzy best ball guy who then gets thrust into a starting role, that the ownership gets out of hand. But that's what we had with Henderson this week. And I mean, what did Henderson end up? Like 17% in DK stuff? I thought it was going to get way more frothy than that.
I haven't followed that closely, but like I feel like it's because people, I know we got the quotes late, right? That Henderson would see increased role. That came on like Sunday morning, maybe.
Sunday morning, I saw that, yeah.
And like prior to that, I think it was like, okay, we already had 1 week where Ramondre was out. It wasn't good for Travion. I feel like people were making decisions based on that and then maybe just didn't swap last second. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they didn't believe that the role would actually increase.
Yeah. I will say, do we think Dart misses with the concussion, or do you think he plays?
I think he'll probably miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game sucks. That's a weird one because I think that's actually a fun game if Dart plays. But then
I think this might just be a Josh Jacobs 2-touchdown game. Like this, it may be a long Christian Watson pack because Romeo Doubs might be out for this, and so it's like going to be Christian Watson and Dontavian Wicks as the two primary pass catchers.
Yeah.
It's going to tough. But if we get enough value though with all these quarterbacks, I mean, it might just be like Josh Allen, Lamar, Mahomes, just try to see what you can pair with them.
Yeah, it will be interesting from that. Normally when you get the people wanting to pay up for QB, it's because they're in a really plush matchup. I mean, the Allen stuff looks good against Tampa, but I don't think people are going to be super excited like on the road at Cleveland and versus Denver for, Mahomes and Lamar.
Yeah. Part of it might be like, what guys are you jamming in? Like assuming Devontae Adams misses, how heavy are you going with like Puka Nacua? Because he's not cheap. He's 8,700.
Yeah. And it's such a nice, that could actually keep people off of Stafford, in that it's really just skinny stacking at that point. That's attractive because they have a legit 3-way tight end committee right now. So I don't even know if people would want to just do Stafford, Puka, skinny stacks. They'd probably just play Puka.
All right, let's get on to this DraftKings lineup and let's cook a little bit. How did last week go, Pete?
Oh, let's see. That's actually a good question. Let's look at our history. I forgot to pull it up.
I think we did a Jefferson team last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Here we go. 105.62 points. So we did
not great.
Nope. Oh, this was it. We backed into the Darnold double stack because we had Shaheed pre-trade. So we got the Darnold JSN Shaheed, but the Darnold stuff obviously flopped. yeah, the rest of this lineup, we had the CMC and Dowdle chalk without the Achane chalk. So I would say
Davis was adamant about playing Mark Andrews. He got lucky with the touchdown, but
yeah,
it's a tough scene.
Patriots defense too at 2.5% getting us a snowflake is nice.
Yeah, everybody's on the Jags in Texas. So let's go this week, and Pete, you tell us where we're entering this.
Yeah, we are of course in the 2K T-Mobile Game Day Draft Challenge. I mean, what deep pockets by T-Mobile just every single week pumping this out. I wonder what kind of KPIs they measure the success of their partnership with DraftKings and their free roll.
There's like a brand deal. They're just putting it out there. $100 to first place, though. There you go.
Wow, won't even cover 1 month of my phone bill. All right, Tuttle, you want the honor?
Your phone bill is more than $100 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk much about him. I'm going Josh Allen team.
Okay.
What are you going?
Josh Allen team.
Okay.
We're just gonna play the best plays.
All right.
Okay. We going Shakir with him?
You pick.
What Shakir is 5,300. Yeah, let's go Shakir with him. Although Coleman got there finally last week. What's Coleman's price tag?
Coleman
4,500.
Yeah. Let's see. Who do we want to put in here next? Let's see. I do like the angle of it just being a Josh Jacobs game. That team clearly does not want to throw the ball. If Dart's not there, we're going to get a ton of Jacobs. Let's just lock him in here at 7,800.
You're not concerned about the starting center missing?
I've never been concerned about line play.
I'm not concerned about Emmanuel Wilson.
No, I mean, God, if you're concerned about Emmanuel Wilson, the thesis.
If Wilson's playing, then you're already screwed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to Tuttle.
We need value. Who has value for me?
Yeah. While you are thinking of it, Tuttle, if you are a Swoley right now, the first person that comments that's a Swoley, you get your play into this lineup.
This was a value play, Tuttle. If you want to get out your flow chart, tight ends against the Bengals, who give up by far.
Yeah, but which one are you playing?
John, who runs more routes.
I don't mind it, but I was reminded that we need to honor Davis and go Xavier Worthy.
Oh my God.
This is terrible.
This has to be a terrible play.
We have to. It is.
Right.
It is necessary.
All right. We have from Brady Sanders, a Swoley. He was the first one to pipe up. Said Woody Marks against the Titans, 5,400, ran 60 routes or had 60 snaps compared to 10 snaps from Chubb. So,
do you know?
We'll do that.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna do Woody.
Question on that?
Yeah.
Was that a shift happening, or was that a catch-up?
I think it's a shift. I don't think it's going to be a 6-7 trend as far as the 60 out of 70 snaps, but he was in there at the end when they needed a touchdown. It was very clear that they were using him. So I don't think that Chubb is going to be that guy.
It was pretty drastic. Yeah, 78% to 14%. Is that right? Here, let me get this pulled up.
Yeah, I just know they fell behind big early, right?
Yeah, but again, even at the end, he was in on in the red zone.
Yeah, I mean, that is a crazy snap disparity, 78 to 14%. And even the rush attempts, right? It's not just third down and distance stuff, 70% to 25%.
I think he got the first two series. He was the guy in on that. I mean, so it's all signs pointing to this shift as far as Woody Marks taking that role, that lead role.
All right.
So good job, Brady Sanders, 578.
The other guy running back whose usage is really on the rise, and if we don't want to play the McCarthy stuff, let's do Aaron Jones at 5,500. I think it's a pretty great matchup versus Chicago at home, and Jordan Mason is kind of just turning into a bit player.
Davis would absolutely not allow a 3 running back lineup.
He would. He's been more in on the running. I'm usually the guy who said we can't play 3 running backs, but he's like, actually, if you look at, he's just like parroting whatever the Sims bros say.
I got one to just fire from the hip. This is probably a terrible take.
You've already put Worthy in. It can't get much
it can't be any worse.
I'm just ruining our wide receivers here. DK Metcalf.
No, that's fine.
It's fine because it's against now, if you think, hey, has this Bengals defense over the bye week figured it out?
So bad.
Maybe, but no. I don't think Metcalf is going to be highly owned either. If you just look at his past 4 weeks, he's been pretty bad.
The only issue is what is a good Metcalf game now? 101?
It's what he did against Minnesota, 5 for 126 and 1.
Gosh, only five targets.
I guess then he against Cleveland 9 for 95 and 1. Yeah.
We got to go with it, but I don't feel great about it.
Well, then we have to play Kittle. We don't have enough money for McBride, but you can play Kittle and still have 3,400 for defense.
Niners against Arizona, Steelers, Chiefs against Denver, maybe.
I like Chiefs against Denver.
All right, there you go. There's a reason this lineup is being submitted, and it's because of this button here that says free.
How nice, Pete. Did you have the Parker Washington Jags double dipped last week?
No, I didn't. I bet.
Nice. Just to say the words double dip.
Yeah. Did CSU Ram dust off his X machine to fire that off?
I don't know.
I'm going to offer one swap here. Just if people want to do it to get off the Davis pick and to the DK Metcalf pick, if you go Burden, you can play Agbuka.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, that's it's kind of sexy if we're being honest. But if you want the terrible takes, then you stick with DK and Worthy. But
all right, this is how you decide. If you're trying to eke out a little EV in the free roll, you make this pivot here. And if you want to support Davis during his time of need, you GM Xavier Worthy and DK Metcalf. I guess I just made my decision.
Yeah, you could also go cheaper and go with a Rashi pick. You go a 2,400.
Still honor Davis with the 7,900 Rice.
Right.
Yeah.
Or go Jefferson, London. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's get to running backs. We just talked about it. Let's talk about the high price running backs. Let's talk about these guys that disappointed us a little last week. Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, James Cook. All these guys disappointed us a little bit. You got Kyron. So the first thought I thought, if Devontae Adams is out, does that mean that Kyron Williams has more touchdown equity when they're inside the 5-yard line? I think
that's a good take.
Actually might run him a little bit more.
Yeah,
that would be a good take. I saw chat saying Devontae's fine.
Oh, he is? He's an older receiver, so I don't know if you saw Tuttle, but he just was trying to shimmy and shake, and when he did, he instantly grabbed his back, and I was like, well, that's not good. He didn't even get hit.
Yeah, they said it could have potentially returned if the score was closer, is what people are that's the report people are referencing.
Got it. Pete, what's your take on Bijan without just getting vultured by Algier? It's tilting as a Bijan owner.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it definitely gives you pause at these price tags because you're starting to thread this needle of you want the matchup to be good for Bijan, but not too good to where Algier's getting the goal line carries or they're salting away the game in the second half. Yeah, Algier is just their goal line back, full
Yeah.
stop. So I don't think there's any. You need him to rip off the score from 15, 20 yards out. It's kind of like Barkley, right? Where it's like if they get at it at the 1, it's going to be Hurts. Like there's just no hope for Bijan there.
Well, you mentioned, I think it was you in the Fantasy Life newsletter, just the 3 running backs who ripped off 50-plus yard touchdowns.
Yeah,
last week with H.N., Travion, and who was the other one? Taylor? I guess Taylor would be the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in on that note, like of these guys, I'd almost rather go back to James Cook for $1,000 cheaper. That was so game script dependent,
Yeah.
The game before he had 27 carries. I think they go right back to it here with Tampa. And Tampa's a little harder to run on just over the course of the year, but then you see what Henderson does. They're clearly susceptible to some big runs there. So yeah, I mean, James Cook, I feel like is always a nice tournament play.
There seems like there's some valuable running backs in the mix. You've got like RJ Harvey at 5,400. I know it's a tough defense. It's a tough
Have we
matchup.
gotten the J.K. Dobbins injury update yet?
I'm just assuming he's out.
Based on his like all caps rant on Twitter.
Oh, he had a Twitter rant. Well, what was it?
Yeah, it was something about the hip drop tackle, right?
Yeah, because he's like they're not calling the hip drop tackle for anybody.
So this was after the game. Yeah. Ban or at least call the motherfucking hip drop tackle. Like that doesn't seem like a guy who's going to play this week. Yeah.
I mean, his role as a pass catcher should be good until they played Beatty for however many snaps. But yeah. Theoretically, Harvey should be involved.
What about Travis Etienne at 5,600? Like you've got this group of running backs. Etienne at 5,600, Chase Brown at 5,700, DeAndre Swift at 5,800. Maybe
is the Tootin overtaking just never going to happen? Because I thought it was supposed to happen.
It didn't happen last week.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. He's been holding on to that role. He's been holding on to the goal line stuff. And
still getting targets. His target share is still decent.
Even over the past couple weeks, it is 60% of the snaps to 24%, 62% of the rush attempts to 22%, doubling him up in routes. It's definitely his backfield.
It kind of does feel like a guy though that like everybody already like pre-year before the year even started kind of like had their opinions on him, and those opinions have not shifted to what his actual role is.
Yeah. What about
Aaron said Warren is this week's Rico. I want him to be this week's Rico, but I think he split snaps pretty much down the middle last week with Gainwell and Caleb.
Yeah.
Johnson. It's tough for him to be the guy.
It feels like with Warren at this point, he has a really nice floor, but it's just like it seems so unlikely for him to get a 25-plus point game.
Yeah.
Can we talk? We didn't mention him. I want to talk about how washed C-Mac is. He's beyond cooked, right? Like
I don't think
this
so.
is not to say he's not good for fantasy, but he is cooked. He can't run the ball. He can catch. It's kind of painful. Like as a fellow old now, it's hard to see somebody get old in real time, and he is old.
Well, I think the thing that actually is trickling down to fantasy is they're starting to use Brian Robinson at the goal.
Yeah, because Brian Robinson looked good when he was running the ball.
Yeah,
and I knew
exactly if Brian Robinson looks good in comparison to you, that means you're cooked.
Well, it's just like running the ball. C-Mac is always going to have is always going to have some sort of value on DraftKings because of just catching the ball.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, he's a fine fantasy play still. Like his utilization for especially as a receiver is amazing, but man, he's cooked.
Yeah.
Okay. This is another one in the same theme. Raza says the Ken Walker game is coming. He has been getting a little bit more snaps, but he's got to break. It's got to be a long run that he breaks off because it's Sharps vulturing at the goal line.
I think you just gotta let the Kenneth Walker stuff go. It's just not happening this year. And the one time it does happen, like good luck. You're gonna have to play it every single week to reap the benefits of the 1 week it happens.
I'm not going to pretend like I've seen a lot of Seahawks games, but that's another one where the other running back just looks like when he actually runs, he runs like with a purpose. Charbonnet versus Walker.
Yeah.
Well, they're different styles. Like Sharps had a good run last week where he just bulldozed that guy. That I think it was a linebacker. But typically he just looks kind of meh. He just gets in. Now Walker just seems like he's always trying to bust a big run.
Yeah, he dances. He's got the bigger play upside. Sharp like bursts right away and almost looks for the contact.
Yeah, we already talked about Woody Marks Beavers being a good play.
Isn't Kamani Vidal like the best play? Like if we're looking at this, 5,900, just had a 25 carry game. We're not going to have Omarion Hampton back this week.
Yeah.
Gets Jacksonville. I mean, he's had an awesome role, and the Chargers offense is always in play. I don't know. That feels nice to me.
Yes. He's kind of in that range I was talking about, that I mentioned, that 56 to 6K range with Mason at the top. I don't think you're playing Rachaad White this week just because it almost looks like it's Sean Tucker season upcoming.
Yeah.
And like Judkins, you don't think that he's probably not going to have a ton of value against the Ravens.
I was going to ask on that. Is that just like Cleveland's just so bad? Is why Judkins is.
He's just not.
Judkins.
Yeah. It just seems like against the Ravens is probably not a guy that you want to play. Now, he did get 3 targets last week.
Because it's definitely one of those where Sampson's the pass catching back.
Yeah.
22 attempts. Like this game was gross last week. It was as gross as we thought it was going to be.
I will say, though, like Judkins is that kind of GPP Ken Walker-esque guy where you fade him when he's super, super popular.
Yeah.
And get in on him when he's going to be like sub 5%. People don't like the matchup or whatever because he still is explosive. He's going to have the goal line role. So I could see it. But man, this slate seems pretty deep at running back. I put Aaron Jones in there too. I mean, he stands out down here. We did the marks, mentioned Harvey. Like, there's a lot of good options.
I said Mason, but I meant Aaron Jones. Same thing. All right, let's move on to wide receiver. Last week we had some cheapies. This week I'm not really sure if we're going to have too many. We talked about Christian Watson and Keon Coleman at 4,500. You've got Jerry Jeudy at 4,400. Can we just talk about the fact that he was 3,900 last week and none of us were like, no, you can't play him?
No, you can't,
or like we all were like, no, you can't play him. Like none of us were playing him at 3,900.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the Ken Walker. You know, he's gonna have like 2 to 3 good games a year, and the rest are just gonna be pure pain. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to sign up for that?
Okay, you've got.
Who's the Charger pass catcher you're taking?
It's got to be Ladd, right?
Yeah.
The Keenan stuff is just pretty much Jover with Trey Harris seeing more work and Gadsden being out there and being a legit threat. And then QJ still hitting on a couple of his downfield balls, but like the one reliable thing is now Ladd.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone even under 4K that you can
Burden.
Like actually sees the field?
Burden.
Well, after Luther.
Under 4K, so I'm looking down here. Christian Kirk, Darnell Mooney, Iam and Ork Kitchen. You could talk about. I mean, they definitely shifted to the youth movement with DK Kyle Minor.
Yeah, we don't know as far as what this offense is going to look like after the bye week. And against Houston, I don't know. I'm not sure how much stock you want to be putting into DK or Manor. I was even thinking of like, I know it's gross, but like a Calvin Austin against Cincinnati. Just trying, if it's not DK Metcalf, like who is it?
Yeah,
Roman Wilson got there at the end last week.
I think you can also like Burden will be so much more trendy, but if Moore is out, Olamide is going to probably be the pivot to make there.
Yeah, Mooney had a lot of targets. He just wasn't catching many, and some of them weren't.
Is he washed? Is he like post injury washed? Not that
some of them weren't catchable. Is the issue. I'd rather just pay up just a little bit and look at Juwan Jennings. He got shut out that second half, but first half looked really good going up against Arizona. Give me some Juwan Jennings. Assuming that even if Pearsall plays, I think I'd be okay with Juwan Jennings.
That's what the Mac Jones doubles kind of make themselves if you're fading C-Mac, because the target tree then is like it's Jennings and Kittle, right? I've played a couple of those.
The thing I've been struggling with that, because I thought, even a couple weeks ago, where again, that needle you're threading, I feel is so tough because Mac Jones isn't elevating like in the way Brock Purdy did. So when the Niners succeed, it's because CMC succeeding. Like that needle to thread of Niners succeed without CMC doing anything just seems like such a thin scenario.
Yeah, I mean, but it worked. It honestly worked last week. Not bad, even though they were playing catch up a lot. But what Jennings, Kittle, and
what did Mac finish with? What did he have, like 20 points?
C-Mac had fantasy points or targets?
No, Mac. What did Mac? Because I know like Jawan and
he
Kittle
was like mid-20s.
Okay. So, yeah.
I think it was like 24, 25. And again, it was all like Kittle and Jennings if it wasn't to C-Mac.
Yeah.
I think I've played some version of Justin Jefferson team every week, and this week is not going to be any different.
Yeah. Haven't you seen the Twitter vids of him not challenging the interceptions and stuff?
I did not.
Is he quiet quitting? Is that the?
Yeah, that's the narrative.
I mean, two of his targets were the ones that got intercepted last week.
Yeah, and he didn't even try on both of them.
Yeah.
All right, Tuttle. Favorite play: Jamar Chase, Puka, or JSN?
JSN.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was completely neutered by the blowout last week. And so that's the thing. I say completely neutered, and he still put up like 20 DK points. But he had like 480 and 1 right away.
Yeah.
And they got up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Jamar Chase's floor too is also pretty high. Like all these guys, I'd rather play them this week with these $5K, $5,500 running backs, and count on them.
Yeah. Let's see here. In the mid range too. Nico looks awesome these days, and it's nice to know that he can do it with either quarterback. London feels a little hard to pay up for 7,400 just with kind of how touchdown dependent, even though he's been playing awesome. But yeah,
Nico's been coming on lately.
We got a Jacoby Myers take after learning the playbook.
Yeah, I mean, is Brian Thomas Jr. going to be back this week? That's the, I guess, the rub. I haven't heard anything about him, though.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All
right, let's get on to the Splash Sports promo code Swoley. Also with the Run the Sims. If you want Run the Sims,
50% off.
50% off.
It's Promo code Swoley, it's 50% off your
promo code Swole.
Swole, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Swole. First payment. So if you really want to maximize it, you can do that annual pass, but any of their packages, you can get 50% off that first package or first month. All right. Tier 1, Kitchen, you can start us here. Puka, JSN, Bijan Robinson, Josh Allen, CMC, Lamar Jackson. Strong tier 1.
Yeah. I think I'll go JSN.
All right, let's do it. Saw some chatter, people saying, how have they not flexed that game to Sunday Night Football?
It's true.
Rams and Seahawks.
Who is the Sunday Night Football game?
Let's see, who is it? Let me go look. This is good TV here. It is Detroit and Philadelphia.
Okay, so that's a good game.
It's fine.
We just need the Lions to actually score first, so the Eagles start playing catch up.
Exactly. That's a disaster if the Eagles are ahead. Hurts, Herbert, Jacob, CeeDee Lamb, Patrick Mahomes, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Tuttle.
This is a tough one.
Yeah,
This is
why you want to max enter this with 15 or 16 entries so that you can.
I have it down between Hurts and Gibbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday Night Hammer.
So
let's go Hurts.
So pick one. Hurts. Okay.
You know what I was thinking? A little game theory for these tiers contests. My guess is if you looked through all the ownership stuff, that in general, the non-main slate players are maybe devalued a little bit. Yeah. Just because all the content, all of the project, all on the main slate guys. So people are going to naturally feel like a primacy bias of like, oh, I heard that he's in a good spot, and ignore like the Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football stuff. So I like leaning into that.
So Paul said, if I had 15, 16 entries, I'd win too.
That's the only reason Tate wins. It's just none of us have stepped up to play. But I am this week.
Pete, would you put the primetime players are lesser owned in the play quarterbacks and print bucket, or is it something you need to flesh out a little bit?
No, if you play exclusively non-main slate players, you are guaranteed a min cash.
Okay. All right. You've got this tier: Prescott, Dart, Purdy, Amon-Ra, Baker, or Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, yeah. So this tier is really thinned out with no Dart in Purdy. Dak versus Vegas is interesting. Amon-Ra here. Rodgers in a good spot. I'm just going to let Baker cook.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Baker cook here.
Right after the game theory comments, you choose the guy who is not playing on Monday Night Football.
If I were theoretically to offer a counterpoint to my game theory angle, it would be Monday Night Football between the Eagles and Packers as perhaps a reason not to load up on the primetime games. All right, Kitchen. Tier 4, Javonte, Geno, Jamar Chase, CJ Stroud, Jared Goff, Bo Nix.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be looking at Goff, and I get it. It makes sense. This is in Detroit, right? Because he's got the next 5 or 6 games in a dome.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, let's go Jamar Chase against Pittsburgh.
Isn't Chase going to be the runaway chalk in this tier? I mean, he should be. He's alongside JSN and Puka as tier 1.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's go with Goff.
All right, there we're gonna go.
We're gonna game theory. Actually,
we started out the DK lineup build with Josh.
Oh,
Allen.
the game. No. Okay, the game is in Philly. It is in Philly.
Yeah,
it's after this game. There are 5 or 6 games. So let's just change it to Bo Nix.
Oh my no!
Oh,
anybody but Bo Nix? No, you either do Javonte, Chase, or Goff. Pick one of them.
You gotta run.
You're hijacking it.
I'm a hijacker. Why? I just told you, Jamar Chase is the best play. Goff, you get the island game meta, or Javonte is going to score 2 touchdowns against the Raiders. So pick your poison.
Okay, let's go Javonte.
Bo Nix is going to have 14 ass fantasy points. No one wants that.
Brother, he's going to be playing from behind in that fourth quarter. I don't know if you remember the last time he played from behind in a fourth quarter against the Giants when he ended up he was the top overall play of the entire slate.
All right, tier 5, Jamar Chase is selected. Tuttle, Jordan Love, JJ McCarthy, Justin Jefferson, Matthew Stafford, Ashton Genty, Nico Collins.
Jeff.
All right.
Jeff action?
Yeah, I kind of like Genty here too. I like Genty and Collins as well, but yeah, we'll go Jeff.
Ooh, boy.
All right, back to me, tier 6, Jacoby Brissett, Drake London, Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams. This is an intriguing
This is a good tier. Got the 2 tight ends.
Yeah.
The 3 quarterbacks and then Drake London mixed in.
Yep. I'm going to rule out Caleb and Jacoby. I'm down to Darnold, the 2 tight ends in London. I'm ruling out Brock Bowers. I'm going to go Trey McBride, Darnold, or London. I think London has been scoring at a level that warrants a higher tier. We're going to go with Drake London here.
Oh, please.
Who did you want?
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, and his fucking 31 yards, scoreless yards.
Bruh, he's going to have to pick that up against this Giants defense that has been known to be a little bit porous.
Well, he's going against the Cowboys.
That's what I meant, Cowboys defense.
But so is it the Denver defense you're saying is responsible for shutting down Brock? But now he's going to be getting home.
Did you
free?
see what happened 2 games ago? That's what I want to happen in this game as well.
I want that to happen every game. I just I'm going to go with Drake London.
They're likely going to have to throw the ball to him. I trust the Broncos defense a little bit more on a Thursday night, a little bit more than having basically two weeks off against this Dallas team. He's going to be fresh. You're going to regret fading him. I'm definitely putting him in my tiers.
All right. Trevor Lawrence, Rashee Rice, Rico, Bryce Young, Barkley, and Warren here in tier 7.
Okay. Is this Tuttle?
I think it's you because we've been going around the horn.
Let's go with, you know what? Let's go with Rice. Let's go with Rashee. No one's going to go for him.
All right, Tuttle, tier 8, Michael Penix, Kyron Williams, AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, Joe Flacco, James Cook, Derrick Henry, Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, Rashad White, Lad McGuire.
Got Woody Marks there.
This is all you.
Some good options in here.
Yeah. You got Woody Marks. You got Cam Ward down there.
Well,
Ricky
let's look
Pearson.
real quick. Do we have any stacks we want to do? Igbuka with Baker?
Yeah,
you can do that. Igbuka being in tier 8 is crazy.
It's a strong tiers week. One of the tiers was really weak, but otherwise there seemed to be some pretty good decisions or options.
Just going to go on a limb and say Tate 81 doesn't even sniff the top 5 this week.
No, not with me, Max entering. Join us, guys. $10 entry, $556, $750 to first, flat payout structure. Up top, I will be maxing it, and I will be defunding Tate 81.
My sign over there in the corner still. Trey McBride, 6,300. It just seems like, man, it's going to be a decision every week of can you play this guy? Because last week you could, and last week it paid off. Can you play this guy this week at 6,300 compared to everybody else this week, Tuttle?
Oh, sorry. I got a hard out 13 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Pete.
Who did you ask me about?
Trey McBride and his salary.
I have a hard out in 2 minutes. So I'm kind of balking at that price tag. I don't know, man.
It's like 300 more than last price tag, but they got behind so bad that all they could do is throw the ball. I think I'm balking at the price tag as well.
Because this is what happens with tight ends, right? On elite tight ends. And trust me, I have a long and twisted relationship with elite tight ends. But the second you get comfy and get cozy with them, they stab you in the back, a la Brock Bowers following a 50-point game. I mean, here's
the thing, though. It's kind of ugly, right? Like, What are our replacements here? What's the opportunity cost we're looking at?
Someone was selling me on Kyle Pitts earlier.
Pete mentioned Jonnu Smith at 2,900.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. So like, eventually we
even
get
Dawson Knox, if Kincaid misses, is 3,300.
I think Kittle's good too, but you're giving me Dawson Knox and Jonnu Smith. You're making the point, David. Like eventually there's a tipping point where raw points. We just need the freaking raw points. Like Dawson Knox can give me 10, but when McBride gives me 20,
I think it is. Yeah. I think the conversation is: do you save the 1,300 on Kittle, who now is back to having a pretty massive workload?
Yeah, but it drops off. Like it does drop off pretty bigly this week, in my opinion.
If Gadsden's fine, he certainly can challenge those guys at 4,600 in a good matchup.
Yeah, but priced up tight ends. Weak. I mean, it's tough
because this was always like the Kelsey predicament, right? Like 3 years ago or whatever, where he would. Right. It's like, what's the opportunity cost? He's going to get you 20 every time.
Yeah,
but if he doesn't, then you just paid up 6,300 for him, and you knew.
But he's going to get you 20 every time.
So I mentioned Hawkinson at 3K, and Njoku at 3,300.
Dude, I want my 9-year-old first year doing fantasy football. He's still mad at me for playing TJ Hawkinson. Does this guy ever catch the ball anymore?
Terrible. He's been
does he ever catch the ball anymore? Like
no.
This is another guy like we fell in love with because he had some good seasons and whatnot. But what are we even looking at here? What's his biggest game this year? Because I want to keep playing. Because I really do think still that Kevin O'Connell is such a good offensive mind that like he can work with McCarthy, and theoretically then Hawkinson's fine. But what we're topped out at 49 yards this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will be, I could see, because we have a lot of those running back values in the high end guys, CMC and Bijan, people are not loving. I could see roster construction be like mid-tier quarterback, 2 of the value running back plays, 1 of the elite wide receivers, and then you have the money to get up to Trey McBride.
Yeah. But with that said, I absolutely will play Hawkinson now that I went on that.
I might just go for Evan Ingram and hope that he's a joker.
You love the Broncos in this spot. Nix, Ingram.
They're going to have to throw the ball. I like this game.
Did Bo Nix do like the Trump dance in the end zone? Like where did all this love come from for you, Kitchen?
It's probably back into the best ball street. So I've got lots of Bo Nix. I've got him in my home league. I'm trying to manifest some sort of Bo Nix resurgence.
Gotcha.
So that's probably where it stems from. All right, we got to get out of here. Special thanks to Davis for just proving that he is on this show, but he can be replaced. So shout out to him. We do have a guest for next week.
Do we?
We have confirmed. Yes, Mr. Daigle.
He's confirmed.
The run. He is confirmed.
Wow, exciting.
So look forward to seeing him on this show. And Tuttle, lucky for you, Davis let us know what shows you were going to be on. This, so he told us you're good for next week.
I definitely cannot do Thanksgiving, unfortunately, and that's the best one.
Yeah, truly, Tuttle not making an appearance. All right, Tuttle, do you have anything to promote?
So I was trying to find the Siobhan Wright line tomorrow night, Northern Illinois. I don't know if there's one out there, if there's anybody hanging one. I saw 72. I would like over 72. There might even be lower than that out there, but Siobhan Wright over rushing for tomorrow.
Wow. Look at that. Okay. Tuttle is in his bag right now.
Well, he's at 55.5 on Underdog right now. Slam that over. Easy.
Okay. There you go. Free money, not financial advice. What is financial advice is signing up to play on Splash Sports. Join us in the tiers contest. Get that max entry in. Any other final words here, Kitchen?
No, I think that's about it. I appreciate everyone for still sticking with us. And again, Davis, if it's happening, today, or if you're just pounding it out right now, we hope that by in the next few days that you truly understand the the heaviness and the awesomeness of being a dad, just like I've understood with you for so long. So with that being said, we'll see you later this Friday. Pete is joining me on the Swoley's Only show. Yes.
We have to talk, but yes, I'll try. What did I say? I said I could do noon.
Yeah, you could do noon.
All right.
That's what you said.
I know.
Give you a week.
I might have booked myself for a pod at 11 as well. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I've got a pod right after too with the Late Round Fantasy Football show, so I understand. So, anyways, we appreciate you all. We appreciate the Swoleys, Davis. We love you. We'll see you next time here in the Swolecast, sponsored by Splash Sports. Peace.
Are you David Maddox from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand context.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.